Aloha! Welcome to the University of Hawaii at Manoa. I'd like to share with you a little about the university and the exciting educational opportunities we provide. One of the first things you will find while attending our university is that your education is going to extend outside of the direct concentration of your major. The reason behind this is to develop complex thinking skills needed for your life after college. These skills are necessary for success in any endeavor and cannot simply be memorized and regurgitated. They come from sustained intellectual work in a wide range of ideas and perspectives, which may only be obtained by seeking knowledge outside of what you already know.
The challenge is to make college affordable for all students, and the key to this is keeping all students on track at all times. Staying on track can be represented as a graph, with semesters on the horizontal axis and progress towards the degree requirements on the vertical axis. The diagonal line then represents an on-track student. The critical takeaway point is, in order to stay on track, each and every semester the student needs to be making acceptable progress towards their degree requirements. In addition, this progress must be clearly and accurately measurable to form the student velocity. Let's take a look at some real students and their pathways toward graduation. I think the challenge is clear. Functionally, the key to staying on track is the ability to recalculate. So let's bring up the analogy of a GPS in your car. We all miss an exit or turn sometimes. However, the GPS just recalculates and finds your best path to the destination. What it does not do is tell you, you missed the exit, you're on your own now. No, it recalculates your best route forward based on a set of defined parameters. Unfortunately, with our restricted institutional budgets and high student-to-advisor ratios, we're basically telling students, you're on your own, instead of saying, 1 second please, recalculating, here is your new optimal graduation pathway. Introducing the Graduation Pathway System. Here's an example of a graduation pathway. This is the default graduation pathway for a BA in History for an incoming freshman at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. Within this grad pathway, we can see semesters, and within those semesters, we can see the degree requirements that would need to be completed in order to graduate. Having looked at the default pathway, let's look at an actual student in history. What you will notice first of all is, of course, it recalculates and creates a personalized grad pathway for this student, which is quite different from the default pathway. However, by scrolling down through the student's pathway, we can see that this student is still on track to graduate in 4 years. In fact, at this velocity, the student will most likely graduate in less than 4 years. This is an exceptional student. So why don't we reset their per semester pathway credits from 15 credits to 18 credits per semester and see what their new pathway to graduation looks like. As can be seen, the pathway recalculates with the default of 18 credits per semester, and it looks like they're on track to graduate in 3 years. By doing this, the student can now go on study abroad or declare a double major and still graduate in 4 years. So let's look at a student who's not going to graduate in 4 years and see if there's anything that can be done. Scrolling down, it can be seen they're going to take 4.5 years. So why don't we just take that last class and place it in the semester before? By doing this, I'm clearly violating a parameter of the pathway. The grad pathway does not want me to have more than 4 biology classes in 1 semester, so I'm going to cancel that. It's clear I don't have the knowledge of where to place classes in a pathway effectively, so why don't I just tell the pathway system to use summer school as an option and recalculate based on that. As can be seen, the student is back on track without violating any of the parameters of an optimal pathway. Finally, let's take a look at how an optimal pathway can be used between a community college and four-year campus. As we know, too many of our community college students are earning credits that will not count towards their eventual goal of a bachelor's degree. What is needed is a pathway tool that allows students to stay on track to their bachelor's degree while still attending community college. So let's take a look at a community college student and see what it would look like. This student is on track and doing well at the community college. However, his ultimate goal is to get a bachelor's degree in history from UH Manoa. To ensure that the classes he is taking at the community college count towards his 4-year program, He simply needs to adopt the 4-year campus's BA in History pathway. By doing this, he can see what classes can be taken at the community college, seen in blue, when to transfer, and what remaining requirements and classes must be taken at the 4-year campus. The end result is a perfect transfer where no credits are lost and the student knows at each and every step the pathway to success. We believe the technology construct behind the graduation pathway system will cause a paradigm shift that will probably forever change what it means to be on track in higher ed.